Halyna Hutchins was 42 years old. Katya Zarkova is joining us now. And Katya, first of all, our absolute condolences for your loss. I know you were longtime friends with Halyna. Tell us what you know about what happened.
I have no idea about what happened except what we all read in the news. And the investigation is still going on. The things which I would love to add right now, that it was a dream for Galina to become a cinematographer here in the United States. We both came from Soviet Union, and it's very difficult for the woman to actually to be in that profession, because it's a very difficult profession to be a cinematographer, and it was her dream to be to record the movie and work with such as a professional as Alec Baldwin. So that's a devastating news which we actually discovered last night, what happened there, and we still have no idea how is that is actually can happen.
She was a journalist for a while, and then and just sort of fell into this line of work, and was really excelling. Named one of the people to watch, rising star.
She was very talented.
Yeah.
She's a very talented girl. She's a kind, and everybody who knew her, who ever met her for 2 minutes, for a year, or just passed by to her, was delighted by her light, which actually was coming from her soul. Because she was that girl who, she's a mother, she has a beautiful son, she's a beautiful wife to her husband. And when I met her in 2011, this is the video actually from 2011, when I was visiting her in Los Angeles, she was already married to the husband, and she was already studying to become a cinematographer. So that was her dream, to become a cinematographer here in the United States. And she is kind of the icon for all of us, because her dreams actually came true. And this is what happened yesterday is absolutely devastating for family, for the friends, and it's my deepest condolences to the husband and to the parents of Galina and to her son.
How did you find out about this news, and what was your reaction?
I saw yesterday, it was the midnight, and it was, before you go to sleep, you check the Facebook feed, and it was Andrea Chang. She's a producer who sharing this news from the newspapers, and I cannot actually sleep. Because that's like a movie. It's hard to believe that it's actually happened right now, and we are not in a kind of scenario, because unfortunately Galina is gone right now, and we still do not know how to process all of that news, because of course we would love to know what actually happened there, and it's not just me, it's like everybody in the world, I guess.
Yeah, she was the director of photography in this project, which, as you mentioned, very difficult to rise to that level in that industry, man or woman, but especially for a female, absolutely. And she was really
from Soviet Union.
Yeah, and blazing a trail. She was also in that similar position on another movie, Arch Enemy, and the director of that, Adam Egypt Mortimer, on social media said he was devastated, but he also said that he was infuriated that this could happen on a set. You're asking for answers. Everyone who is familiar with this process is asking for answers. As a friend of hers, do you want this to be disclosed of what happened, and then do you think someone should be held responsible? Because this shouldn't happen. This is yes, it can be dangerous, a Hollywood set, but it just seems that something was not right there. Are you looking for these answers?
I'm not a judge here, and I'm looking for the answer, and I would love to know the answers. And my husband is director of photography as well here in the United States, so I do know that that profession can be dangerous. But I also know when the person have that dream, to work. I do know how she loved to record the movie. I do know how she is obsessed with everything which is about the cinematography. And I do know how hard she worked for that. So I'm not in a position to blame anybody here, because first of all, I have I do not know any details about it. And I am personally would know that Galina would love that movie to be finished and released to the audience, because she was a rising star of the Hollywood as a cinematographer and as a girl. So I do really think that for Galina and for her family, that movie, I would really want that movie to continue to shoot after, that, and finished, because that's her last movie.
Right now, obviously, production is on hold in New Mexico. The movie is it's called Rust. It's a Western. Alec Baldwin is not only in the movie, but he's a producer. I know I could obviously the emotion that you're feeling is because of your friend. Tell us more about your friend. And yes, she was obviously on her way up, and the sky was the limit professionally, but what else about her is going to be missed?
She's a beautiful mother. She is a beautiful wife, and she's a beautiful friend who are very kind and open to people. She wasn't living the internet and social life because she was living in a real life. She didn't really like to post a lot of information because basically she didn't have any time for that. She was spending the time with her son, with her friends, and she was obsessed with work. I did participate in some of her movie when she was studying, just for the university. I did see how obsessed she was with everything which was about the cinematography. That was her deeply love, to the profession. And for sure, she's going to be missed in that profession. And I'm pretty sure that if that accident will not happen yesterday, we will probably see her with the Oscar in her hand and applaud to her, because that was like the story, which she was an icon for so many girls from the Soviet Union. We speak Russian, but she's from Ukraine. But we were born in Soviet Union, so that's like the language is actually kind of like help us to understand each other. And she was open, kind, gentle, beautiful. And I do remember any time when she was, I met her in New York, and I do know that she was living with her husband in Washington. Then she moved to Los Angeles and went to studying there, continue and magistratura with the cinematography. And I do know that every time when I had friends visiting me from Russia and they were in Los Angeles, I would just simply give the address, the phone number of Galina, and they will reach out to her because they were actors and she was a cinematographer. And she was always reply and had a coffee with all of my friends from the Russia. So that's what kind of person she was. She was open-minded and she loved people and a profession. And that's really devastating that we do not have her anymore. And that news is still kind of shocking for all of us, and it's very hard to proceed that she's not gonna record any more movie.
Katya Zarkova, thank you. Our condolences, again, your friend Halyna Hutchins, dead at the age of 42 in what has been characterized as an accident on set in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Alec Baldwin, part of that movie as a producer and actor, and apparently was the individual that unfortunately fired this gun that took the life of this up-and-coming cinematographer.